So...
Yeah, in person would be better.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have came in to begin with.
That's okay.
So, we're going to jump right through. Have you guys ever been... was there ever a domestic reporter with you guys with one of these service or anything like that?
Was there ever a what?
A domestic reporter? Like, did police ever come and talk to you guys because you were fighting at all?
They came and talked to me just about what I reported in March. That was the only time police have ever talked to me about him.
Okay. Yeah. Does he have any access to firearms? Do you know? Does he own any guns?
I don't know. Not that I saw when I dated him 15 years ago, but, I mean, it's a farm school, so they use those to kill their cattle and shit.
Yeah, okay. So I know the answer to the first one, but I'll ask it anyways. Do you fear that he's going to assault you, injure you, or kill you, or need children? Obviously, you guys don't have any children together, so...
I would say yes. I think that based on his experience, he doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. So yeah.
Did he threaten to hurt you at all, or?
Like recently? Or like
where?
in general?
Just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that all about?
Sex.
Sorry?
Sex.
Sex.
Or what he thought was sex.
Okay. And what context did what did he say to you?
If you don't want to have sex with me, I'll take you home.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just typing here.
Okay.
Perfect. Relationship become more complex recently?
Yes. I would say, as somebody with complex post-traumatic stress disorder diagnoses, it is beyond complex. It is abusive and unnecessary. That is my formal diagnosis.
Has he ever tried to hurt anybody in your family?
Recently?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. You don't know if he has any active firearms. Has he ever tried to use the firearms against you?
Not that I recall.
No. He ever demonstrated violence towards you? Like
Yes.
Hit you?
Yes.
Give me an example of that.
Pulling my arm, forcing me to go down on him, also known as blowjobs, to the point where my jaw dislocates. His mom was there, and his mom came home, and she had to take care of it for him. Instead of bringing me to the doctor, she's a nurse, she just took care of it at his house, and then...
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so when would that take place?
When I was around 14.
Where'd that take place? At his house?
His house, yeah, in Welburn.
Okay. I hate to do this to you.
Sorry?
Sorry, I hate to do this to you.
Okay.
What, it definitely dislocated your jaw?
Well, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I was crying, and he freaked out, I freaked out. It was dislocated until his mom came home, and then it just, like, magically popped in, like, right before she got home, and we pretended like nothing happened. Well, I pretended. He didn't think anything he did wrong was the reason.
And what was the context of the forced blowjob? Like, when,
He forced me to go down on him.
and how did he force you?
His parents were asleep in their bedroom. His sister was asleep in her room. Or they were out of the living room. It was on his living room couch. He was laying on his back, and he forced my head down onto his penis. And it dislocated my jaw.
All right, like, were you guys engaged already, and then he just kind of pushed it too far, or how did that happen?
I had never given anyone a blowjob. I didn't know what a blowjob was. At first, he said, "Can you give me a blowjob?" And I literally blew on his penis.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then he said, "No, not like that. Open your mouth." And then my jaw dislocated when he shoved his penis in my throat.
Do you have any medical records of that, like proving that like any scar tissue or anything like that?
Do I?
Yeah.
I have not been given the resources to get that, no.
Okay. So you never went to a doctor and then my jaw hurts?
I did, yeah. I've been to my dentist many times about my jaw, and they kept just encouraging me to see the TMJ clinic. They didn't actually take it seriously. And I've been doing that since I was 14. I've been telling them, like, because I had a jaw click previously from a retainer. So, yeah, it dislocated it permanently, and, like, I've never had it fixed to the point where, like, I talk with my jaw and mouth slanted, and it's constantly in pain, and it has been for 20 years.
Okay. All right. We'll continue with this, and then we have to revisit that.
Okay.
Have you ever tried to control your activities? It's been a while, eh?
Yes.
Recent.
Yeah, he did while we were dating, or while I was dating him, or whatever it was. I don't even know.
How so? Give me an example.
The music I would listen to, what I would wear, people I would talk to, places I wanted to go, my family, family events, the way I talked, what I talked about, what I thought, how I felt, the way I felt, how I expressed my feelings. Everything was controlled by him.
Okay. Do you know much about his life? Is he, like, unemployed right now?
I know that he was like a security guard or something, for Garda, I think, and then he went back to school, and I think he's still in school or something. Like, that's what he just keeps saying, like, he's in school.
Okay. Has he threatened or attempted suicide?
On himself?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Did he use, that's right, he uses alcohol, right?
Yes, he abuses alcohol.
Does he have any known mental health problems that you know of?
Not diagnosed, but I'm sure he does. His mom's a nurse, so if you have a parent that's in the medical profession and they're also religious, it's very rare that they're going to want their child to see a doctor, especially in the community that they work in.
Yep.
So that's just what I found.
Oh, fair enough. Does he have poor impulse control or bad behavior control?
Yeah, for sure.
Give me an example.
Fights at school, being suspended, fights with his sister, physical fights with his friends for fun. There was a period of time where his mom actually stepped in because they were trying to make slapping another person on the chest, like where your heart is, really hard, really funny. There was also a trend at our high school to kick guys in the balls really hard, and one guy actually lost a testicle from it, and they made fun of him. So yeah, it was pretty popular.
Okay. Does he have any jealousy or obsessive behavior?
Yes, absolutely. To the point where he'll like drink in his car outside of his like ex-girlfriend's house. I only know her as Chelsea. I don't know anything else about her. I just know that they live together and that sometimes he drinks and drives and goes to her house and asks for stuff that he left there that he remembered or whatever, and like he like rationalized it as like, I miss you. I just miss her a lot. That's what he said.
Okay. Any stalking behavior? Did he ever come by where you worked?
Yeah, for sure. He's actually sent his friends into my workplace to deliver notes of like really abusive, manipulative behavior, like after I broke up with him in high school and stuff like that, to the point where like he was super jealous. He would wear shirts saying single and ready to mingle. He like borrowed it from a friend and they encouraged him. He was pursuing somebody else. Her name was Nicole Clout. They dated for a month before I started dating him. Like a month they dated, and then a month went by, and then he asked me out, and then we dated. And he, every time that I would break up with him, he would go and like talk to Nicole, and that was one of the main reasons why I would get back together with him. It wasn't jealousy on my part. It was more protection on her part. I didn't want her to go through what I went through.
Okay. So when he was getting notes delivered to you at work, was that recent or is that the past?
That was my first job. I was at Clark's Variety in Lucan, Ontario. I was a variety store clerk.
So this is back in 2015 or so? Or
yeah, so that was my first job. So I was in grade 10. Yeah, I was like 14, 15 working at the Clark's selling smokes.
Okay. All right. Do you have a car at all?
No, I don't. I'm not allowed to drive. Just with medication and,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Just given the sexual, sorry, I just lost my words. The sexual nature of the assault where you dislocated your jaw. I'd like to get you to the office and maybe take a statement from you.
Okay.
So I unfortunately have to do that on video and audio.
Okay.
Are you able to give any way to get to the London detachment, which is like external Wellington?
I am, but I just have a lot of trauma related to that detachment.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've reported there multiple times, and there's been nothing that's come of it. So like leaving my house is a big enough issue for me as a trans person. Just going into a police station that has done nothing for me already is like ridiculous in my mind. So it's just going to be really hard to physically convince myself to go.
Okay. What, let's see here. All right. You've reported to the OPP before?
Yeah. I reported that I was molested when I was 4, about in 2015. My mom came with me. Due to statute, there was nothing they could do, which was bullshit. He's still allowed to live his life, and I have to deal with this shit, so that's awesome. Anyway, then I reported what happened to me at my old job in Toronto at the London detachment. First, they came to my apartment, and then I went there for an official 4-hour interview.
Okay. I know I asked you. Oh, there it is. I only have one occurrence for you in 2011 on our system. So I'm going by Madison Turner.
Yeah.
1991, October 4th.
There's only one?
There's only one occurrence.
Can you let me know what the 2011 one was?
Yeah, you're next of kin.
My next of kin?
think maybe your stepdad or your dad, Peter Layton, was trying to get into the line.
What?
Peter Layton.
What was that about?
I think
he kicked us off. He kicked us off the fucking farm. That was where I was living, and yeah, he kicked my mom and my sister off the farm, and he wouldn't give us any of our stuff back. I had no idea I was part of that.
Yeah, you just because we have to usually.
That's really bizarre that everything else I've reported isn't on my file, but that is.
No, yeah. So, do you know where the OPP station is? Like at Wellington Exeter? Is that the one you went to? Or did you go to Dundas Street? Dundas Street. Yeah, so we're actually on the far end of town.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll definitely come there because I'm not going to the other one again.
No, we're not 601 Dundas, we're at 823 Exeter Road, so.
Okay.
The very east end. What time would you like to meet at?
Is it okay? I have to bring, like, somebody with me because, like, so I'm gonna have to, like, let you know because, like, I don't know.
Okay.
But, like, I can take your contact information when we're done if you want.
Sure. Why don't how much time do you think you need? Because I don't really have a number that goes directly to me.
I mean, like, I don't really know, like, today's, like, an okay day, but, like, in regards to pain and everything, like, it depends, because I can't really talk that long.
So, what would work best for you? Did you want me to try and reach out to you tomorrow?
Yeah, like, I'll let my mom know, and I'll let my sister know, and my dad, and I'll see what their availability is like. And then if you reach out, then I'll probably be able to let you know.
Okay, I can even see if I can get maybe a detective to follow up with you tomorrow.
Okay.
And go from there. Because I want to do everything. Like, I don't want to go over to Brent's place right now and say, look, don't be threatening, or if you got photos, you got to delete them, or anything like that.
Like, I'm scared because I would prefer that because, honestly, like, I have been out online for a while, and now they're reacting, and, like, I'm just scared that this in-between time is when, like, things are gonna happen, and, like, I'm not gonna know what to do or who to call, and, like, that's kind of what I'm worried about is, like, hate crime possibly ensuing in between when we do something and when we don't do something.
Okay. So so going forward, like, from what you've told me, there's grounds there definitely for at minimum an assault where he dislocated your jaw, right?
Yeah.
So that is something that's interesting to me, and that's something I would like to pursue. What's your feelings on that?
I mean, I want him charged for dislocating my jaw. I'd love him to be charged for rape, but, like, I don't even know how that works in the criminal justice system when it comes to trans people.
You know what? I'll still come and see you later on tonight.
Yeah.
My partner and I will sneak over and talk with you probably closer to 10 o'clock, though. 10 or 11. Are you going to still be up at that time?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What number do you get?
I'm in a part.
Or would you rather me call you and you can come out and meet us somewhere?
I'll come out and meet you.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank
I'll give
you.
you a show when we get close.
Thanks.
Or when we're leaving Strathroy.
Thank you.
So, yeah, that's something I would like to talk to you about in person, because it's kind of an insensitive conversation. I don't want to do it over the phone.
I appreciate that.
So, yeah, why don't you try and figure, or just give somebody a heads up and see what their availability is like. And I will talk to my boss and see if maybe a detective can talk with you tomorrow.
Yeah. The hardest part about the whole process of having my support person be my family member is this is stuff they've never heard before, and their reactions are genuine, and it has a genuine effect on my ability to give you the truth, because it's hard for me to see them this way.
Yeah, no, I get it. So, my right now is, my feelings are, I just want to make sure that you're comfortable telling me what you need to tell me.
Yeah.
And that everything is, not that I have any reason to believe that you're going to lie to me, but that everything's truthful.
Right.
And that we could, hold people accountable for things that they may have done in the past, or that they've done in the past. So,
is there anything that I can ask people that I know who know him and know me to give you that would be helpful?
Your credibility isn't in question. question at all at this point in time. So
That's good.
before we go down that road, I'd like to have the interview completed first.
Okay. Because, like, I do have a lot of people who would be willing to speak on the fact that they did know that child pornography photos were being spread about me, and, like, that he was really, really fucked up and, like, still is. So, yeah.
So the problem is we run into a little bit, and just not to discredit you, sometimes is that child pornography stuff is pretty new as far as laws go. When were you in grade 10 or 11?
When?
Yeah.
2005, I think.
Okay.
So I was like 13 going on 14.
Yeah, so yeah, you still can't distribute them, right?
Well, I would hope not.
Well, a bunch of charges there we can definitely get him for.
I mean, if he already is, like, that's the whole point. Like, if he's threatening to do it and, like, brag to me about it, the person that they're of, then I'm sure he's already done it.
Yeah. The problem is that without a witness, and I can start again.
I mean, his sister knows that he has them. He's shown them to her in person. Her name's Julie Tinning, and she can be your witness.
Yeah. So, and is he still with Julie at this time?
It's his sister, so I'm assuming that they're still related.
Right. I'm sorry, keep that note just a little bit there. So
oh, okay.
I'm not sure if I'm on a speakerphone or what.
Yeah, it's just I can't hear very well either.
No, I get that too. I'm getting up there in age too, so I have trouble hearing.
Yeah.
So yeah, why don't you and I talk about that a little bit more in person?
Okay.
And then, we can definitely pursue that as well if it comes to that.
Perfect.
All right, I will. I'll reach out to you. I'm just going to grab my partner a little bit later on tonight, and then we'll come in together.
Okay. And that's going to be tomorrow?
No, I'll come and talk to you tonight.
Okay.
And then we can maybe look at taking a statement from you tomorrow.
Okay. So I'll talk to family about being here tonight then too, right?
You know what? It's just going to be a conversation between you and me, you and I, and that conversation might take only like 10 or 15 minutes. But if you want somebody there, that's awesome too. It doesn't bother me.
I mean, yeah, just for like my own safety and my comfort. Yeah. Just like nothing against you personally. It's just my experience in this city.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And my partner, she's a female.
Oh, wonderful.
If that makes you a little more comfortable, but yeah, definitely. If you want to bring friends, absolutely, I'm not with that at all.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks, Billy.
Bye.
Bye.
Fuck you, Brent. You're such a sick fucking piece of shit. Like, what? Mom, what the fuck? You're a nurse. You knew this was bad. Like, when? Like, he started fucking with Julie. Like, what the fuck do you think he was gonna do to me? What do you think happened when I told you I dislocated my jaw, Mom? Like, god damn it. Mrs. Tinning. What did you make? Ugh. That's why I don't want to be a mom. Ew.